guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today we are tackling part 2 of our Christmas decorating for the family room. I already did part 1. I'll link that video below just in case you missed it. But so far we have taken care of unloading all of the Christmas decor from the attic. I did share our attic storage, and then we put up the tree, decorated it, and decorated the fireplace mantle, and everything is turning out so lovely. So be sure to check that out. But today we are finishing up the family room. We still have a lot to do. This might take me more than one day to do this part. I have a village collection. I actually inherited 2 village collections from 2 separate family members, and I love them. I've never bought villages myself, but now I don't have to because I have a lot. And so we're gonna set up one of those on my bookshelves. I did that last year. I'm gonna do the same thing this year. I'm just winging it. Like, I have no set plan for it, but I'll show you how I do it just in case you're interested, you know, where the cords go and how you hide it all and make it look nice, because that was a learning process for me last year. So I will share that with you. And then we are going to decorate all the bookshelves, above the bookshelves, pillows and blankets for the couch and chair, coffee table, side table, and changing out artwork, which I'm so excited about because it involves my favorite artist. So by the time we are done, our family room will look so festive. So I'm super excited. If you are not subscribed, I'd love to have you here. Subscribe and hit the notification bell because I will have a ton more Christmas videos. We have a lot to do around the house. It will take me a long time to do it, and I'm going to share it all this year. Last year I didn't get the opportunity to share it, but this year I will. And I'd love for you to join me as I do so, and hopefully it gives you some ideas or even just puts you in the holiday spirit. I love watching these kinds of videos myself, so hopefully you do too. But with that being said, let's just go ahead and get started.
Here's what we're working with as far as the villages. I went ahead and unboxed them, like took them out of their packing box. I will unbox the actual houses separate from video, like so you don't have to watch that. But as you can see, we have a lot of houses and accessories. We also use this packing foam. I don't even know, it just came in packages. And works well for the villages, bottle brush trees, and then we have these snow sheets and then the lights. So I'll show you real fast what we're working with now that they've been unboxed. I am saving all of the empty boxes because we'll use those for setup, which is why they're right here. Daisy chain lights are here, and then the single lights are here. And then these are all the villages opened. So here are all the accessories, the people, the trees, and then we have a ton of businesses, which are really beautiful. Some are decorated for Christmas, some are not. We have a sweet little red schoolhouse. And then we have 3 churches, even more businesses, and then we have a few homes and I think 2 farms. So this is how we set up our villages. I actually use the empty boxes and I just set them basically on their side or straight up in different heights, and I will put them one in front of the other and just creating layers so that I have like a place to put the houses so that you can see them all. And once I have my boxes up, I just start placing my houses, and I just try to get as many as I can on here. My goal is to get at least 25 on here. I ended up getting 26 on the whole shelf, which is perfect. I do have like 5 extra that I don't get to use, but whatever. I mean, I only can do with the space I have, but basically this is how I do it. I just I use the height of the shelf to put as many as I can, and the depth, and then I do try to leave a little bit of space also for some of the accessories. For example, this farm, I have some animals that will go with it, so I'll leave a little space in between the farm and the house so that I make sure I have room for the animals as well. So this is what it's going to look like after I get all the pieces laid out. As you can see, I fit a lot here and you can see everything very easily because of the height of the boxes. And now comes the fun part of lighting the houses. So we are going to use this extension cord that I already have down here that's plugged into my garland. I'm going to unplug that and kind of rearrange the lights so that it can plug in up on top of this shelf. But I need a plug-in up inside of the houses, and I'll show you in just a second. But basically I'm going to lay it up here and then just tuck the extension cord kind of behind the garland so you can't see it when you're like looking at the cabinets. I know you can see it from the side here, but you can't see it when you're looking on. And then we are going to plug in like an outlet strip into the extension cord. And this we're going to bring into basically the middle of the villages and just finding a spot like next to one of the boxes, like the taller boxes, to hide the cords. So this is where we're going to power all of our lights. And we're going to start with the daisy chains first. A daisy chain has 5 light bulbs on it, and this just makes it a lot easier to light your houses because there's not so much like cords and plugs. Because if you have done villages before, you know that the plugs all plug into each other and you end up having like 20 lights plugged into each other. It's awful. So I love the daisy chains. So we're just going to do one plugged in, obviously, and then we're just going to light 5 houses, whichever ones are next to each other. And I only have 4 daisy chains, so we will light the other 6 houses with individual lights. And then as you're lighting these, basically you're going to take the cords and kind of tuck them down in between the boxes. It's one of the things that are great about having the height of the boxes is it's a really good way to hide the cords. Okay, they're all lit. As you can see, they look awesome. You can see the outlet strip right here and all the cords down in it. The 4 daisy chains that we used take up a lot less space than the 6 individual ones. The individual lights have really long cords, so they're kind of just twisted up and set down in the middle of the boxes, and we are going to hide that in the next step. This is when the village is going to come all together. We have these snow sheets. You can get these from the Dollar Tree or any craft store. They're very inexpensive. These are from the Dollar Tree. That's why they have glitter on them. I really hate the glitter, but we're just working with what we have. But basically we're going to like lay these out starting in the back. And all we're going to do is tuck these underneath the houses and down the boxes. And one sheet will actually go quite a long way. I think I only had to use 4 or 5 total for the whole village over here. And this is how we hide both the cords and the boxes. It's very easy. I'll give you another angle in just a minute so that you can see how it's done, but it's actually quite simple. I laid out all my whole snow sheets, but I still have one little hole left, so I'm going to take a smaller cut piece and lay that over here, and we are done with the snow. So next, it's the fun part of adding the accessories. I'm going to start with the ceramic trees first, and then I'm going to go in with all the bottle brush trees, and then all the people and the little things that make the village come alive. So here's a quick peek of it all finished. I'll show you at the end what it looks like, but for now we're actually going to move on to some artwork. So I have some art that sits over here like year round, and I thought it would be fun to switch this to Christmas prints. So I got these prints off of Amazon. They are from my favorite artist, Norman Rockwell. I have loved him ever since I can remember, so I'm super excited to use these this year. But these frames have this large white mat around it, so I think that the ones I'm going to use are the darker of the two prints, just because I think they'll stand out better than the lighter ones. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to put these in those frames, and I think it'll make this corner look really festive. I wanted to show you that I also got this print. I already put it in the frame, as you can see, but this frame always sits here. I usually have an oil painting in there that I actually did myself. So I just took a blank canvas and then laid this picture over top of it basically and stuck it in the frame. And that's just a really easy way to switch out your artwork, including canvas artwork. But this will be really easy to put back to normal after the holiday. But I absolutely love that Santa painting. Here is another Norman Rockwell print that I put in a frame that always sits on these bookshelves anyway. And now, as you can see, we are moving on to the bookshelves. This was a little bit hard for me to do this year. Last year, I left my decor the way it was and just put little touches of greenery and ribbon on the stuff that was already there. This year, I cleared everything off and we're starting from scratch. So it was a little bit harder for me, but I do love the way it turned out. So sorry about the blurry footage here. I have no idea what happened. I think my phone just wasn't focused and I didn't realize it. It only lasts a second though. This has never happened before, so I apologize for that. But as you can see, I just did a stack of books, a floral arrangement, and a couple of glass pieces and a clock that my mom gave me. This right here is a trick that I use a lot during the holidays. I take my everyday florals and I will just add some berries, pine cones, and sometimes some greens that are wintry, and that can just take your everyday florals and make them holiday appropriate. So that is how I do a lot of my florals during Christmas. Second way that I create Christmas florals are just to use holiday picks. So I have these 3 picks. They're from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to throw those together and then add in a couple of other white picks. And this is just a really good, easy way to do a quick floral arrangement for the holidays. And it doesn't cost very much money. The last thing we're going to do for our bookshelves is to put some garland on top. I had a whole plan for up here where I was going to actually decorate and add some stuff to the top. But once I got the garland up and after I did the decor and the villages, I just really liked the simplicity of just the garland. And then I'm adding some battery powered LED lights as well. I really like the way this looks. Moving on to the couch, we're going to keep this very simple. I really like the white pillows for the holidays. I just like a light couch. I tried to do all red pillows at one point on the back and I just like it was too heavy for me. So we're just going to basically add a few colored pillows to the corner and a blanket and call the couch done. Well, guys, our decor in the living room is all finished and I absolutely love the way it turned out. I hope you enjoyed this part 2 video, and I also hope you will subscribe and turn on your notifications because I have a lot of other Christmas decorating videos coming. The next thing we will be doing is the kitchen, and then we also have the formal dining room, the breakfast nook, outside, and then we're going to do a whole house tour as well. So I would love to have you subscribe and join me. I hope you like this video, and thank you so much for watching today. I will see you guys in the next one.